So until now, we've heard a lot about inflation and how it affects our life and nation in terms of economic aspects. But do we know about deflation in an economy or the way it occurs? As from layman's point of view, it is very hard to consider it. And moreover, I guess this thing seems to be a bit confusing. So to bring into its easy form, let's understand what inflation is first. Now, before starting, you might be thinking who this guy is or how could he be talking about economics or other stuffs. So to tell you, I'm not an expert or those sort of eccentric ones with crazy analytical skill who can predict when and where there's gonna be the next recession, but in fact, just another market enthusiast or a learner where I read about finance and stuff and try to bring it for you in as simple as possible or understandable forms. So hi there, this is Vivek, welcome to my channel, and if this video could do any help in making you aware of the things happening around you, then don't forget to like and subscribe this channel for more such updates. So inflation is simply known when there is increase in the prices of goods and services and decrease in the value of money. So to understand this, let's say if your dad had gone for grocery shopping taking 100 rupees 40 years back then, no doubts there he would have returned with bulks of items taking up 2 to 3 bags to carry it. But comparing the same thing today, if you go for grocery shopping with same 100 rupees, no doubts you'd most probably return with just a kilo of onions or dozens of banana, that too at bargains. So here we can see that the prices of goods, that was grocery in the case, has increased with time, and the value of money, that was 100 rupees in the case, has decreased with time. So this is what inflation is. So now what is deflation? In contrast to what we understood, it is simply opposite to that of inflation, in which the value of money does not decrease with time, but what decreases is the prices of goods and services. Where if we consider our earlier example, we can say that you'd return with the same amount of groceries as your dad did 40 years back then. So how does this occur is simply due to disruption in demand and supply chain, where if there is less demand due to decrease in the spending habits of the consumer, then the prices of the product substantially decreases with the increase in the purchasing power of the money itself. So this is what deflation is. Now the question that arises is, are we heading towards a deflation? And the answer to this seems to be moving towards a yes, as many renowned economists has predicted that there might be a deflation in the economy soon after the post-pandemic. Although the word predict seems to make a fuss, but considering the economic situation all over the world, it might likely be happening. As we have already seen the case of crude oil in the US, where the oil has marked its lows since 1990s. As decrease in the use of vehicles and factories remaining closed, it has disturbed the demand and supply chain. As mass production of the crude still continues, and due to which the crude oil industries or refineries are even paying extra concession to the investor to invest into it, as the production has been so huge that it has become liable to even store it. Now this might seem small or even inconsiderable, as this has just happened with crude oil and might not happen with other industries. But considering the fact that crude oil happens to be the backbone of economy to various nations, thus it makes hard to swallow it, as countries have started stepping towards the economic slowdown due to less spending and low demand in the chain. Although the market seems to recover from the hard fall that took place in 23rd of March, but somehow the rise seems to be deceiving, as it could be driven by the various sentiments about the stimulus package offered by the Federal Bank in the US or RBI here in India. So this was all about how the economy could be moving towards deflation. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.